Hi Domain, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Julian, and welcome to our little country home in Gisborne.
Would you like a tour? Come on.
Let's do it.
Come on, Archie.
We're in Gisborne. It's a wonderful spot. It's only 40 minutes out of Melbourne. We decided to relocate here. Sarah's a country girl, needed to get back to the country, and we wanted to raise our two boys in the country. And we get the best of both worlds here, country and the city's just down the road. So it's a terrific spot. It's why we made the block here a couple of years back.
This is stage one. We started with this part of the house, knowing that stage two out the back will provide us with a little bit more space for a family of four and hopefully lots and lots and lots of guests.
We brought in a mate of ours, a former contestant from the show actually, Matt Martino. He's helped us a lot designing the interiors of the home, and we're super happy with the way it's turned out.
I think one of the things that we're really fortunate to have is a bunch of really great contacts for building companies, having worked on 20 seasons of The Block, and Kinsman put in this lovely little kitchenette for us. We're used to a much bigger space, but this is eventually going to be our teenage or adult children retreat, where they'll be able to come and fester as teenagers without being, you know, in the main kitchen unless they want to be.
For me, the brief for the house was, we want to know that we're in the country, but we don't want to be sort of cliched about it. So it's kind of got a very contemporary feel with some country touches.
I mean, you couldn't get more country than the buffet.
That's true, yes.
And there is a cliched ball of twine on there. You know, you do use a lot of twine when you're in the garden.
Hallways, we think, are incredibly important to any house. This idea that came from our designer, Matt Martino, is one of the things that got us really excited. He decided that we would panel one whole side of the entire hallway in this beautiful James Hardie groove fibre cement sheet. And the really brilliant idea that he had, which we loved, was that we would hide all of the doorways to all of the bedrooms down one side of the house.
He hid them so well that we had to put stickers on so Grandma could find her room. Although Grandma doesn't like to be called Grandma, she likes to be called Nan.
She's my mum, and these two artworks are actually by her. They were gifted to us for our wedding. It's a cosy little room.
Yeah, it is a cosy little room with a great view, and she's never happier than when she's here.
How about master bedroom?
No. How about the main bedroom?
Oh, true.
And this is our main bedroom.
Main, corrected.
But it's not always going to be the main bedroom. It's actually going to become Charlie's bedroom when we build our bedroom later. We use Laminex on the walls, which is a really beautiful textured product that reflects the James Hardie groove in the hallway. Also, flowers, my favourite thing. And guess what? The best thing about living in Gisborne is having a florist who lives next door.
It's a beautiful space to wake up to because of the magnificent view. Right, let's check out the kids' room.
Oh, but before we go, I want to show you one of the cool things about this room, which is a beautiful LED strip that lights up the shears, and at night, the glow is stunning.
One thing you'll notice about this room and our children is that clearly they're fastidiously neat. And
They love making their beds.
yes, they knew Domain was coming, and look at this. It's a pretty good space. The kids are pretty happy living together at the moment. We know that's not going to last. They're 10 and 11. But as Sarah said, they're going to end up. This will become Max's room. Charlie will have the room we're in now. So it'll be a really good place for them to grow into, get through high school, maybe even do some homework.
Welcome to our bathroom. This is the heavenly place that we spend on a Sunday afternoon after smashing ourselves in the garden. I have to admit, we took a lot of inspiration from Steph and Gian. They used this tile from Beaumont. We absolutely loved it and knew that it was the right stone for our place. Other things that I adore about this bathroom are the vanity from Matt Martino. He designed it, drew it up on a piece of paper, gave it to Christian Cole, and Christian Cole delivered it. Oh, I never thought anything white would make me feel so happy, but it does. White in the light of the Velux.
This house was originally like a 1980s kit home, which we found on Domain, of course. We've gutted it internally, and everything that you've just seen is pretty brand new. We bought the property because the couple who were here before us had spent 35 years working on a most beautiful garden over 10 acres, which we just fell in love with. The painting, which is the centrepiece of our house, was painted by my father in 1974, and I've actually got something else from 1974 that was a little project that I did recently, so I'll show you that too. It's a 1974 Carrera, same age as the painting inside, and we spent 2 years working on this car to restore it back to its original factory condition. The rest of the space dedicated mostly to relaxation. My son's drum kit over here, perfect position, good 100 metres away from the house because he's not very good yet. In fact, he's pretty terrible, but he's going to get there. It's a place to come, relax, couple of mates, have a drink, listen to a record, a really good relaxation space. Adding in these wonderful cupboards from Kinsman was the final touch that really made it sing. It just makes me really happy.
Welcome to my slightly crazy place. You might have realised that everything else on the property has been painted black. So I decided to paint my space pink. My two favourite artists here, Loretta Blake and Madeline Stamer, fit right in just beautifully. This is where I come to save things from the garden that we've had to kill off for all of the new building works. So we had a beautiful succulent garden. These guys have been saved, and I'm going to regenerate the succulent garden now that we've finished those building works. I'm learning as we go. I've got books here teaching me how to do it. I don't have a green thumb. I usually kill indoor plants. So this is my ultimate challenge. The pianola came from the block 2022. It was part of Scotty Cam's place. I fell in love with it, but more so I fell in love with its former owner, Mr. Albert Fox. Albert Fox was the father of Gary, who works on our crew, and he delivered it to Scotty Cam's place for the filming of that show. And I just fell in love with him. He was the most beautiful man. Sadly, Albert passed away this year, but I said to Gary, can I please buy the piano? It just means a lot to me. With it, he delivered a whole bunch of Albert's pianola rolls, which I'll play to all of my flowers to make them happy. Like I said, kind of nuts. Now this is our first attempt at a veggie patch. As you can see, everything is looking slightly sad, and that is because we accidentally ran out of water.
One of the pitfalls of living in the country is that we're not on town water, we're on massive Kingspan water tanks, but it hasn't rained for a bit, so yeah, we're struggling a bit with water. We've got
broccoli.
Broccoli.
We've got a herb garden so that we don't have to go to the supermarket and buy those $3 packets of herbs that you only use 2 sprigs of.
I wanted to do Brussels sprouts, but the whole family said no.
No way.
Thanks for visiting our home. It's been great having you.
We'd love to have you back when we finish stage 2.
One day.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have more vegetables then. I've got to go. I've got some extreme gardening to do.
And I have to go and find some live chickens, apparently. Bye.